10 famous empaths. Bonus empath. Well, since I'm H.G. Tudor and I'm the Ultra, I always have to go one better, don't I? So you get a bonus empath to learn about. Number 11. Hugh Michael Jackman. Hugh Jackman, born 12th of October 1968, is an Australian actor, singer and producer. Best known for playing Wolverine Logan in the X-Men film series. A role for which he holds the Guinness World Record for the longest career as a live-action Marvel superhero. Jackman is also recognised for his lead roles in films such as the romantic comedy Kate and Leopold, the action film Van Helsing, the drama The Prestige, the fantasy drama The Fountain, the period romance Australia, the film version of Les Miserables, the thriller Prisoners, and the musical The Greatest Showman, for which he received a Grammy Award for Best Soundtrack Album. In Broadway theatre, Jackman won the 2004 Tony Award for Best Actor in a Musical for his role in The Boy from Oz. A four-time host of the Tony Awards, he won an Emmy Award for hosting the 2005 ceremony. He also hosted the 81st Academy Awards in 2009. Jackman was appointed a Companion of the Order of Australia in the 2019 Queen's Birthday Honours for services to performing arts and to the global community. Jackman was born in Sydney in New South Wales. His parents were English and had come to Australia in 1967 as part of the £10 POMS immigration scheme. His parents were devout Christians, having been converted by the evangelist Billy Graham after their marriage. His parents divorced when he was 8, and Jackman remained in Australia with his father and 2 brothers, whilst his mother moved back to England with Jackman's 2 sisters. He was brought up in a very strict household, and when his mother upped and left the family to move back to England, Jackson explained that the absence of a mother figure left him a fearful kid who felt powerless. Potentially, this could well have been problematic for him by way of a lack of control environment. However, no doubt as the consequence of the impact of his father, he did not fall prey to the path of narcissism and instead became an empath. This is exhibited by a vast array of material, just a selection of which is provided here for your further understanding and knowledge. He has been married to Deborah Lee Furness for almost 25 years. There is a complete absence of scandal, infidelity, control or abuse appertaining to that marriage. This demonstrates emotional empathy, honesty and decency. They were unable to conceive naturally, she having suffered 2 miscarriages. They adopted 2 children. The adoption demonstrates emotional empathy, compassion and decency when viewed as against the background of his general behaviour, and again is not the collecting behaviour of certain individuals that have been involved in the adoption of children. He has disregarded advice from publicists with regard to how he presents himself. He rejected a disingenuous media-friendly facade. This exhibits honesty, lack of operation of a facade, lack of grandiosity. Jackman has explained that since his children have a life of privilege, he is strict with his children and places a considerable emphasis on respect and gratitude. This exhibits emotional empathy, a strong moral compass, empathic trait of caring. There is an absence of scandal, grandiosity, or contentious working relationships with reference to Jackman, and he is labelled as Hollywood's baddest good guy. This demonstrates an absence of grandiosity, an absence of exhibiting a need to control. Prior to becoming famous, Jackman took on menial jobs, worked night shift at a gas station, and provided entertainment at children's parties. This exhibits humility, a lack of grandiosity, and also accountability. When X-Men, Days of Future Past, finished, he took the cast and crew on a trip to the cinema and laid on an Australian feast. decency, exhibition of emotional empathy. In interviews, he is polite, engaging and enthusiastic. He is known for giving time to fans, posing for pictures, and providing autographs, and there's an absence of reported diva-like behaviour, aloofness or haughtiness. For instance, at Toronto Airport on one occasion, he stopped to shake hands and take pictures with all of the fans, saying, "These are the people who put me where I am today." Absence of grandiosity, decency, exhibition of emotional empathy. His personal trainer, Michael Ryan, described Jackman as the most dedicated and hard-working student I've ever had. Accountability. Jackman had to leave one of his first theatre roles on Beauty and the Beast to undertake another production. He continued to show up backstage at the former production to ensure that his understudy was managing okay, whether he needed any help and advice. Lack of grandiosity, exhibition of emotional empathy, empathic trait of caring, decency, demonstrating accountability. He created a concept of Lucky Friday. A friend from Australia met him on set and made fun of Jackman for not knowing any of the crew. Recognising this error, he then created Lucky Friday, where he would buy scratch-off tickets for the whole crew so that he could chat to them and get to know them. Recognition of mistake. Lack of blame shifting. Exhibition of emotional empathy. Exhibition of accountability. Empathic trait of decency. He forgot Sir Ian McKellen's 80th birthday, so he got an entire crowd to sing to McKellen at one of Jackman's shows. Accountability. He is an animal lover, owning 2 dogs, Allegra and Darlie. Exhibition of emotional empathy, accountability, caring. He has undertaken considerable charity work and has supported the following charities and foundations: the Actors Fund of America, Aid Still Required, Broadway Cares, Cancer Research Institute, Dana-Farber Cancer Institute, David Lynch Foundation, Elizabeth Glaser Pediatric AIDS Foundation, Elton John AIDS Foundation, Everyone Matters, FHI 360, Gabriel's Angel Foundation, Global Citizen, Global Poverty Project, Laughing Man, Motion Picture and Television Fund Foundation, Onyx and Breezy Foundation, Operation of Hope, Project Zambi, Red Cross, Screen Actors Guild Foundation, Starlight Children's Foundation, St. Mungo's, The Art of Elysium, Think Global, Tibet House US, Urban Zen Foundation, World Vision, and the Worldwide Orphans Foundation. He is repeatedly involved in these charities without making repeated reference to them, and as not a part of a facade given his empathic credentials. This all demonstrates emotional empathy, his empathic trait of decency, strong moral compass, caring, and compassion. Hugh Jackman is regularly reported on as being a compassionate and decent, generous individual, both by fans and the actors that work with him, and therefore very much he also belongs within the Empath group. If you've enjoyed listening to this series and want to learn more about famous people who may well be empaths, or whether they are narcissists, access the links in the video description, which will provide you with access to the Knowledge Vault, wherein you will learn more about the status of particular individuals, so that where you've had that long-standing itch to ascertain just precisely what is this person, are they an empath, are they a narcissist, are they a normal, and in certain instances, what kind of narcissist or empath are they? You can now access this information and finally scratch that itch. I'm H.G. Tudor, and I'm certainly not an empath. Thank you for listening.